Hey gamers, how's it going? It's Dom here, back once again. We're playing Europa Universalis 5. Super excited for this game here. I probably need to turn it down actually even more. It's extremely loud. 1 second. Let's try 10. Should be a little bit healthier now for us. But nonetheless here, gamers, I'm very excited for this one. As someone who's played Europa Universalis since 2013 when it first came out over a decade ago, and so many life events have occurred, this is the one I fell in love with the most. I've had kind of like an on and off relationship with CK and Victoria. I really like Stellaris. Hearts of Iron, I fell out of love with, sadly. But Europa was one that I fell out of love with. And in terms of like playing a multiplayer, like there never was I'm kind of like done with it, or like here and there in terms of like the time period or the play styles with stuff. Like I had friends who were very much into Vicky, wasn't too crazy about it. Friends that were massively into CK, and I really like CK3 more than CK2. But Hearts of Iron, like I said, that's one where it was easier to get newer people into it, but Europa's a kind of like a harder thing to get into. I've heard a lot of great stuff though from this game. I go into this very blind. I only know that it's an improvement from the fourth game. There's stuff automation wise we don't want to mess with. I know the map is insane, but I don't know too much in terms of if there's different starting periods. How is the game really going to play here? Looks like they've done as much as possible with tutorials to really get people into the game here. But let's just jump right into it and hit new game. We're gonna go play as a recommended country here. I did a little quick peek to see what they were. I think I'm gonna go with Castile. It kind of feels like it does kind of feel like a generic one a little bit from before. Maybe I switch it up. Maybe Nepal's. Let's see what's going on here. Born from the ambition of powerful dynasties seeking to dominate the lands. Oh, let me move it in the chat real quick. Born from the ambitions of powerful dynasties seeking to dominate the lands of southern Italy, Nepal is now ruled by King Robert of Anjou, a wise and just monarch known for his sagacity and keen judgment. Its large and growing population provides a solid foundation for rapid internal expansion based on agricultural wealth, which could support King Robert's efforts to make Nepal the hegemon of Italy. By the way, there is stuff, speaking of like rapid growth here, there's stuff like the Black Death and the plague, and all these diseases that could occur. So that'll be fun dealing with. Politics. Focus on the internal politics by dealing with the administration and the estates of your country, and also establish deals and alliances with other countries to strengthen your international position. Yeah, let's do that. Generating new game. Gonna check some up here. Yeah, I'm really curious to see, what more mechanics they have added onto this game. I feel like there's so many mechanics, it could be overwhelming. The fifth game in the series taking Master Leaf from all the other games, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, how are they going to balance out the expanding on their game, which I very much key believer in, of just keep expanding upon your game, don't take stuff out, but make it in a way where you can still get new players in. Easy to pick up and play, harder to master. So all right, loading save game, 100%. I mean, there's no save game. We're hopping in here blindly. Alrighty, welcome to Europa Universalis 5. Nearly 5 centuries of history are about to unfold before us. As the spirit of your nation, you have the power to choose how. You could conquer the world, develop your society into a flourishing utopia, or become an unrivaled economic power. Whatever you choose to do, history yours to control. So unlike the other games where you're controlling your little faction or your family, this is more about just overall the nation. Alrighty, let us go over some quick basics before we begin. The most important thing in the game is the map. Finding your way around is essential. Use WASD, scroll wheel, tab to see the whole world. So here's our whole world map. Love it. And as you can see, we do have a fog of war, terra incognita. There's stuff we don't know about. Like, we have no idea what the new world will look like. I imagine, I haven't tweaked with any settings actually, just being the like what's recommended, so we shouldn't get any crazy like the new world doesn't like it's generated a crazy monstrosity. Like, this is much different. Game concepts are highlighted in blue and contain information about specific mechanics. You may encounter by default. Nested tooltips are accessible by waiting a short time for them to lock, after which you can obtain to hover tooltips. Set a tooltip. You can also lock tooltips with the middle mouse button. To continue, hover your mouse over the blue text. Okay. Hover over nested tooltips. Oh, hover over a nested tooltip. Alrighty. There we go. That is amazing. Alrighty. In Europa Universalis 5, you play as the spirit of the nation, I should say. An abstract representation of your country. What is going on, TJ? Where are the cootie patooties at? They're right here down in Italy. They're mamma mia, eating some pizzeria. Your current planet is the Kingdom of Nepal, is a country with King Robert as its ruler. Top bar consisting of a few different elements. They'll stay here at the top of your screen from now on to provide you with an overview of your country. You may also notice there's a date on the top right. This is because the game plays in real time. Do not worry though, we're paused. We're going to be 1337. Leftmost section of the top bar displays our estates, which are groups that hold power within the country. As a player, you're represented by the crown. Okay. We'll get back to the estates later, but for now, keep in mind every state holds a percentage of the country's wealth and power and has a level of state satisfaction. We want to keep these people happy. Top bar, let's take a look at the resource statistics. So let me see, we have the Neapolitan nobility. So we have the nobility, the clergy, the burghers, and the commoners. So kind of got to keep everyone a little happy there. It said something about the crown. So we have gold, stability, population, goodness. I think it switched to the population map. So we get an idea of like where does everyone live. So this is Europe in 1337. A lot of people here. So much reading. You just this. It could be. It very much. My guy. It just never ends. Knowledge is key. It never ends. Sometimes you have so much of it or so much you forget that you have stored up there. It's like a library. You're trying to figure out everything. So, but hopefully with this game, they've made it where the mechanic wise, they have those automations where you don't want to like micromanage stuff. It can just kind of do it for you. I know there's an observer mode in here. So the prestige, legitimacy, diplomats, war exhaustion, manpower, and the sailors. Okay. And our current research. Where's my crown at? It says something about like our crown, but I didn't see it. Here's kind of the breakdown of everything. Crown 25%. So that's maybe how much land we own versus like everybody else. Okay. We need to spend ducats for any actions in the game. That's our money. But truly, your most important resource is your population, as they constitute the foundation of your politics, your economy, and your armies. Okay. I don't remember if it was like that in EU4 that much. I feel like there's more of like I said, Vicky, like you're taking like all the successful things from all the other games and put them in this one here. E5 plays over the course of hundreds of years. You can see the current date on the top right. This time is divided into 6 different ages. Right now, we are in the age of traditions, which will end in the year 1342. So, pretty early on that it ends, to give away the age of Renaissance. And it tells us, here's all the different government reforms, the prices of the market, institutions, possible advances, Renaissance period here, all the different government forms, how the market changes, the institutions on this one. And when active for the country, we get some more cultural traditions. Okay. So yeah, if we hold middle mouse, it'll actually keep this pop up here. The Age of Renaissance ends in 1437. It's like 100 years of dealing with the fun of this one. As mentioned before, the game is currently paused, so we don't have to worry about all this other stuff. All right, we got some main panels now. Let's take a moment to go over the basic elements of the interface. We have government, economy, production, society, diplomacy, military, geopolitics, and advances. Self-explanatory. Top of the game concepts that you can find across the game. Some key mechanics have associated hints that offer more detailed explanation. Hints can be consulted anytime in the hint panel. Or you see this icon of tooltip that takes you to a related hint. Open the hints panel. So in the hints panel. Okay. So this is Age of Tradition. We have our ledger, our find, Europedia, automation tab, hints tab, agenda. What's nice is we can even search for stuff. So that is very cool. EU5 is a vast game that allows for countless different playstyles and possibilities, regardless of whether you fancy yourself a ruthless conqueror, shrewd politician, or administrator endowed with the touch of Midas. There are some fundamentals that every successful ruler needs to master. So we talked about the ducats here. We need to open the economy tab and the balance. Are you? I think you're up here. Yeah, thank you for glowing. Economy. So we are currently making 3.37 ducats. Lurk where you Megabonk. That's a good game. I really like Megabonk. It needs to get more updates. I'll say that. I feel like there's some like more characters, you know, I really want to play as there on that one. All right, so ducat wise, we're making some money from minting, nobility tax, tax on the rich, burger tax, commoners tax, selling some food, make some money off diplomacy also. But we're losing a lot of money on diplomacy, costs of the court, army maintenance. So kind of balances out everything pretty much. We have loans and debts. We don't have any debts, but we could take out a loan. Income is 21. Expenses are 18. I like how this is broken up. Very clean. Very nice. Going into the markets. Oh, it's probably going to yell at me and be like, hey, don't do that. So there's more of an overview. We just kind of went over that. Most of the wealth at EU5 is generated on a monthly basis on land you own, your locations. Okay. However, these ducats do not go directly into your treasury. As the government, you only collect a fraction of the tax base by exacting taxes from your estates. Yeah. For now, we recommend you automate your taxes by clicking on the cog icon. Cool. Okay, let's just automate all of our taxes. Move the minting slider to mint some shiny ducats. Aside from taxes, unless the resource is minting, you can fully mint parts content to fix your budget. Minting too much will create inflation. Oh yeah, let's not. I think this is a safe amount. Inflation 0.07. I guess it's not awful, right? So the other two most common sources of income are trade, food. Since their most advanced concepts would not cover them for now, but we can go over some hints for them. Let's unpause for a bit for looking at the expenses. You can adjust the speed here. So we'll unpause the game, unpause, let a month go by to see the numbers update. And we'll take a look at our money up here at the top with our gold. So we want a month to go by. Currently we're at 3 speed, which I've always felt this game compared to the other ones is kind of the best for like doing stuff. Like there's a lot of times with the other Paradox games where you can just watch a movie before like really stuff happens, you know, or watch a bunch of YouTube videos. This one you can, it's how you want to play. If you want to just let it go by, or if you want to constantly be on it, like that's up to you, you know. All right, new month here. It auto paused for us. Unpausing good. 1 month has passed. We have paused the game for you. We can now see our money updated. We made 23 ducats. Goodness. I'm guessing it kind of just balanced all the taxes with everything. Let's have a look at our expenses. Many actions game cost the ducats, of course. You can spend the ducats on increasing stability and legitimacy. I think that's different in this game versus before. Maintenance costs of your standing armies, navies, and active fortifications comes to a hindrance in your balance. This remains during peacetime. Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. And we have these all automated here. So like I don't have to mess around with all the forts if we're not fighting. So we're doing good here. The crown and the estates. States are one of the key stones of ruling in Europa. We need to open the government tab, open the country tab, open the estates sub tab. So country, estates. Okay. Here you can see the different groups that control the political power in your country, the estates. Each state has a percentage of state power. As the embodiment of the nation, you are represented by the crown. Your crown power represents your ability to oppose the particular interest in your estates, namely allows you to exact higher taxes and increase estate satisfaction and support in the parliament, makes changing laws easier, and provides a percentage of the profit to trade. Awesome. So yeah, crown, nobility, clergy, burghers, commoners. This is our dude, King Robert. He doesn't seem like the happiest guy, but what has he got? He's loose lips, he's greedy, and he's just. Okay. We have a consort. It's our wife, our baby mama. So she's 53, we're 61, we're a bit older. Our nephew, who's 49, King Anjou Crowley. So he's Hungarian, Catalan, Francian, and this is so cool. Just, oh my gosh, it shows. I hover over the culture. I think, is it middle mouse? Yeah, it's showing me like all the cultures everyone's at. That's awesome. But definitely not a thing we need to worry about right now, but that's really cool. Okay, so estates talks about this contributing for taxes. Estates are essentially the business of war. Depends on their levies. However, if they're disloyal, they could have rebellions and cause a civil war. We don't want that. States with satisfaction like 50% will provide different bonuses to your country. Okay, so they're at 57 or 56%, 70, 50, 51%. So everyone's pretty much they chilling. They're pretty much happy with us right now. States can be granted privileges, which usually increase both their estate satisfaction and estate power. Revoking these privileges will both anger and weaken the target estate. Despite them increasing the power of the states, for introducing crown power, some privileges might align with your interest. Fair enough. Some privileges, states derive the estate power. Your populations are into different social classes. Nobility are the nobles, clergy are the clerics. This actually, are you showing me different? Or you just showing me populations? I don't know if it's showing me like different populations each, but burghers are the burghers, commoners are the peasants, laborers, and soldiers. Okay, so there's 3 different ones. And you can see the population. So 11% or 11,000 to 21,000 to 33,000 to 2.4 million, which is interesting that only 5% power, is going to these people, the commoners. 7% the burghers, 70% the clergy, 44% nobility. So the nobility and crown really, this time period, for how little people there are, they hold so much of the land and power here in our nation. Alrighty, the map, the world of U5 is made of different countries that own locations on the map from where they extract the resources and manpower they need to stay ahead of their neighbors. If you zoom out, you'll see the country names appear on the map. Hover over to show you the country tool. Open a country panel with left clicking. Let's go check out our friends at the Golden Horde. How is Borjan Mohammed Khan going? Is Sunni, Mongolian. Countries are nothing without locations. Locations are the heart of the economy and politics of a country. Zoom in to see locations. Locations can have 3 different location ranks: city, town, rural, settlements. Is this where, we start getting into like all these little cities and towns? Goodness, there's so much detail. Like, all this just is insane to look at. Like, I don't even, like, you could really be a micronation. That is just amazing. Okay. Most important location for any country is the capital. The capital is Napoli. You're recognized on the map by the golden star side of the location rank. You can double click on your flag in the top bar to move to the camera to your capital. You can also find the location by pressing F to open the finder, type in and click on your capital, Napoli. Let me... Okay, these people are our rivals. We have a claim thrown on that place. So you're the capital. So what's cool is Oh my gosh, this is clicking on these little areas here, and they all change like look wise. So we can see Trevanto, like how much food they bring in, if they have any forts. Oh my gosh, this is Cosenzo or Cosenza. Huh. Any other place with a fort? The city of Aquila. Wow. Before looking at Napoli, let us stop for a moment to have a look at the control groups. They live at the bottom of your screen and serve as a quick way to access, very quick things. Press Control 1 to assign it to a control group. Control 1. Okay. So that'll take us. Awesome. So there's like little shortcuts here. So if I want to go to different things, that's nice. I don't know how much I really use it, but I know some people probably heavily use it. It's probably still good to, you have up to 5 of them. So location panel tells us about the location, the social classes. We just saw pops. That'll increase the estate power. So this is where we really get into the super duper micro, level. If you really want to see like each individual village, town, city, how they're all broken up. So the city of Napoli, population is about 304,000 people, 100% market, 100% effective control. Wine is a 5 out of 4. Tax base is 20%. Royal court is here. It looks like we have a temple, a university, a cathedral. Cardinal seats are here. We have different marketplaces, spinner guilds, glass guilds, potters guilds, masons, demography. So we can see, good bit of nobles here. We have some tribesmen. We don't have any tribes. We don't have any slaves. We have a ton of peasants. Got some soldiers, laborers. It looks like our culture here is Neapolitan, Francian. We have one Sicilian, just one Sicilian dude out there chilling. Two Medians. In terms of religion, mostly Catholic. We do have some Orthodox. A couple of Judaism. A couple Jews out here. So let's just see the like breakout on this is a micro level. This isn't even talking like overall our entire nation of Nepal. This is just the capital city of Napoleon. I imagine if we go over here to Cosenza, exact same, just so much detail. It's insane. And like I said, so far it's running great. CPU hasn't blown up yet from insane amount of detail. So we say the amount of pop of each social class depending on the buildings present. Buildings can be built by you or the estate. So that's awesome. The estates will build stuff when a building is built. What is this? Peasants will promote to the necessary social class to fill them. Okay, so peasants turn into, soldiers, laborers, burghers, clerics, nobles based on those buildings. It looks like some buildings produce goods sold on the market and generate the tax. Not all locations have buildings at the beginning, but every location specializes in producing one specific good in their resource gathering operations, the RGO. That is a special type of building that employs laborers to produce raw goods. Okay. However, the tax base, see how it is being distributed among the estates. So we can see, in terms of tax sharing here, we're getting most of that money from the nobles. So makes sense. They got the most of the money. So recap, building RGO, tax base, pop, go to estates, provide the taxes and the levies. That's nice. I love little charts here and little. All right. However, not all locations are equal to the sun. Let's discuss one of the most important stats. Location under control. Okay. Controls locations depend on the proximity to your capital. Our capital is one of the most important locations. Map modes. Hover over the control tooltip. Okay. Hover over the control tooltip. Control to the location panel when you see the map mode. Top right of the tooltip. these, are you? Location panel. To figure out where you want me to click. Oh. So this is all of our stuff here. This shows how much control throughout. So as they're getting farther away, you have less control. But there's some like bigger bigger cities that then affect the smaller ones out here. Okay. Is it like the proximity map mode? Proximity. Feel sorry for anyone that doesn't have a middle click in this game. I don't know how much really important that's going to be, honestly. Topography and vegetation is important. There we go. Now we have this stuff on the bottom. There are different map modes in this game you can use to store all sorts of data. For instance, you might be interested in various markets around the world, distribution of population within your country. You can access all these on the map modes. Turn to the default terrain map mode, Control Q. There we go. All right, roads. So we have said that you need proximity to have control, but how do you improve your proximity? One of different ways. One of the most important ways is building roads. Open to the pool panel. We need to. Oh no, I need to click on the pool. Roads. Then we need to click on any neighboring location on the map to start construction. I want to build a road to you. Or we'll just build a road to you. Probably something I'd automate, honestly. All roads lead to Nepal. Roads and harbors have proximity and control, which will give us more crown power, tax base, and levies. Alrighty. Before we finish, let's go over a couple of extra UI elements that you need to know, starting with the outliner. Outliner offers an overview of what is going on in your country. For instance, you can see the roads you just built in a construction group. Okay. So there it is. Choose your allies, the context menu. Open the context menu, pin a country or location to the outliner. So let's right click Hungary. And then pin a country. Do I pin you? Okay, so I can ping people I quickly want to get to. I don't want to ping you though. Like, you're cool, bro? Oh, wait, no. Cancel. I just want to unpin this guy. Automation! Nicely done. You'll be able to access everything you have pinned on the right side of the screen. Really, almost at the end of this introduction to help focus on the part of the game you're most interested in, we have automated some features according to the playstyle you picked. You can control what aspects are automated at any time. Automations. So, so you can control which action country match for you. Say go back to panel. You feel comfortable with the basic features. Okay, I get it. So depending on how I play, you know, or the country I picked, it'll be like, hey, do this instead for automation because you want to focus on this. So production methods is automated. I don't see anything else, but I do see like you can automate colonies, exploration. Right, you could really just automate everything. If you're like, I don't like dealing with the parliament or states, you can automate that. And I think this is the most important tab, just looking at it right now. So, all right, we have our alerts at the top. Played any Paradox game, you know, they're right there for you. So, another important element You'll be using during your campaigns is the alerts. They appear underneath the top bar and inform you of a variety of matters which eventually need your attention. Sort by level urgency from most urgent red to less urgent green. Notice that you will not give alerts part of the game you have automated. Most alerts have a related hint that you address that you can shift click on the alert to open a corresponding hint. Okay. So if I shift click the rise of the Turks. So start date May 1st, 1337. I see. So this guy is out here gonna number one country. He's gonna start doing his thing. All right, open the agenda. Lastly, I recommend you have a look at the agenda at the beginning of every game. We will find a little bit of the historical context for your country and a collection of those hints most relevant to your current situation. So it's up here. The Kingdom of Nepal stands at the crossroads of the troubled history born from the ambitions of powerful dynasties seeking dominion over these southern Italian lands. I had this a bit. Nepal rises as a bastion of resilience and cultural fusion that extends from the ancient civilization known as the Greeks and Romans to more recent dynasties of the Holzville, the Holostefan, and Anjou, each leaving an indelible mark on its identity. In the year 1307, the kingdom finds itself under the rule of visionary leader King Robert, otherwise Anjou, wise and just monarch known for. Oh, we read all this earlier. So, well, we have some starting advice. So, build roads. Yep. Develop textiles, build markets, rebel movements, keep the stability up. Be careful of that. Pop demands good, lack of commander, building missing inputs. Rise of the Turks. So, the situation marks the rise of the strongest Bilik, destined to forge one of the history's greatest empires. Through unique events and actions, we must secure dominance over the other Beyliks, cross the Marmara Sea, and claim the riches of Constantinople. Istanbul is Constantinople. All right, eternal glory awaits. So we got to deal with the Turks that are going to be rising up to create the Ottoman Empire, I imagine. And some reforms, research, no allies. So, okay. Wait. There we go. Next. On to missions. We are now at the end of the basic walk to advise you to proceed to embarking on a mission. Path you're choosing, depending on your selected playstyle, missions will offer you different goals and rewards to guide you through your initial steps in EU5. When selecting a mission, you will receive a brief explanation. Spend your knowledge on that part of the game experience. Good luck, and your nation prosper through the tides of time. Open the government tab here. Go to missions. Oh, wait, I'm going to go form a new country. What type of countries we got here? One of the two Sicilies, form Italy, tier 3, tier 2, or form into a republic and theocracy. Oh, boy. So we're currently a kingdom. So we're not an empire yet. Missions. Economy missions, political, and expansion ones. Politics. Start the politics walkthrough. Pick a mission focus. You're not going to let me select any of the other ones, are you? You're going to tell me I have to do... Or no, I guess I could do other ones. It's best I do politics because I think that was what it said, like, starting off-wise here. So we have a couple things here. A capable cabinet, state, cooperation, progress, and literacy, and vassal ties. So we need to open the society panel. We're starting now the politics walkthrough. We'll delve a bit deeper into the complexities of your society, your government, and your foreign policies. Let's start with the foundation of the country, the population. We already had a glimpse of the pops living in the capital during the introduction. Now we're going to dive deep into the society panel. Okay. I'm not going to spend all day reading this one, but pretty much goes into pops, culture. Let me see what this is real quick. Give me 1 second. For quality assurance, this call. Say 1 second, gamers. Finish filling out this little email I got. Get back to it here. So, meanwhile, we'll look at the country population, culture, religion, social classes here. And like I said, you got some peasants all throughout where they're mostly at, religion that they're under. I believe, are you your location? So, culture, mostly Neapolitan. This shows by bulk here, by employment, culture, religion. Because I saw we had a little bit of one at Walden Zion. Huh. Orthodoxy. Yeah, I thought we had Judaism, Italki. Huh. How much access to the goods, how much literacy they have, satisfaction. They don't seem very satisfied with me right now. So, let's see. In a second. Typically, your country will be home to several cultures. Every culture has a primary culture. All other cultures have different cultural statuses. Pops in a culture, lower cultural status, lower pop satisfaction. Makes sense. Okay. We have a little bit of a couple Prussians in here. Mostly Neapolitan, Sicilian, Medians. I was curious if it would tell me a bit about the culture also. Tell us about assimilation, works of art. Works of art are created by the artists in your country. For instance, a painter might produce a painting, or a writer might create a novel. When a work of art is created, an amount of culture influence will be granted to your primary culture. Once created, it will create to provide you with benefits of cultural tradition, as well as monthly bonus to our prestige based on the art quality. It's also saved this Saint Louis of Toulouse, crowning his brother Robert. Awesome. Simeon Martini. He even has a little picture. Oh, this is amazing. And a little drawing. All right, religion tab. This tab you can view your primary religions as well as other religions present in your country. You can spend religious influence and interact with your religion in a variety of ways. That's awesome. So we have the Saint, quest the Aids, Placidium, Regium, quest the Cardinal seats. That's awesome. Primary religion. And you can even select a religion to convert to. Wow. You have to have a certain percentage here to convert to it. Huh. Or maybe it's a certain amount of stability to convert to it. Yeah. It would really maybe potentially stabilize it. We have the liturgical language. Here's Latin. Catholicism, church here. Religious breakdown. And where everyone is at. I need to move my screen back over here for y'all. So mostly Catholic there, Orthodoxy there. There's where the Waldensians are, Judaism. I can't even tell where that's at. Is it maybe... And it tells everyone's views on them and like, okay. And if we have any holy sites. We do not have any holy sites right now. People tab. Let's take a look at the characters here, which tells us about you will need to interact with a number of different characters, individuals of prominence who you can employ various roles. Tab, you can see a list of all the characters present in your court and the current role, percentage of abilities, determine their efficiency at performing the different roles. Okay. So administrative, diplomatic, and military. And this is on a scale of 1 to 100. I guess 1 to 100. Anastasia or Zenit, you're literally a baby. Literally a toddler. I guess these like our family, our rulers, great nephew, that's our son, our infant, our mercenary, what does that say? Our courtier, our mercenary, courtier. Okay. Open the government panel. Go to the country tab. This is our ruler, most important character. The abilities of our ruler have sort of impact. And this is where we could see like the different, abilities here he has. So he's got really good, what is that? Diplomatic ability. Military, not so much. This is our cabinet here. We can go and add it. I'm going to add this in 1 second. I do need to grab something. Moment. Alrighty. Should be it for interruptions. Let's get back. Checking out our cabinet. This is our cabinet. Consists of several cabinet seats which can be filled by the characters who serve as the cabinet members, of course. You can task your cabinet members with a variety of cabinet actions such as increasing province control or develop province. Cabinet actions rely on one of three abilities. The abilities of your ruler and the cabinet member assigned to carry out the action will influence the impact of the action. For instance, an action like changing the societal values will progress faster if the diplomatic ability of the cabinet member assigned to them is high. Overall, the cabinet efficiency of your country will be affected by the speed and efficiency of this action. So, which we should go and like do that right now, but okay. So now every country is different, and U5, the nature of your country politics will depend first and foremost on your country government type. As a monarchy, the function of your country already differs from some of your neighbors in very key aspects. On top of that, the nature and political structure of a country is highly dependent on the setup of government reforms, privileges, and laws. Check your privilege. Alrighty, government reforms are one of the most defining features of your country. Very impactful. You can learn more about them here. Feudal nobility, institute reform, there's tolerance. Okay. Nobility. So I can add a reform. We already have one reform here, feudal nobility, but we can add another one. So increase food production. It was kind of low, better trading. Awesome. We already discussed about the privileges, and this is where we can add, you know, band lordship, elite council, feudal mercenary contracts, you know, and this will, you know, give us some increases on the privilege there, give us some different debuffs also, it looks like. Estate power plus 50%. So that would give them more power over here. So it's kind of things to kind of keep in mind. Open the laws sub-tab here. Laws exist in several categories and you can modify your country. Every law contains a number of possible policies to choose from. You might choose to have no censorship as the active policy or the censorship. So a variety of effects, some negative, some positive. How fast you can change policy depends on your legislative efficiency. So we enact government reforms and laws, privileges in our country. All right, societal values of a country represent the deeper customs of the population here, the secular inertia of its institutions, the imprint of the character of the inhabitants, forms, privileges, laws, specific actions you take during your ruling will cause the different societal values to drift towards a tiered value. Okay, so we are decentralized, we're traditionalist, spiritualist, aristocracy, a serfdom, we are conciliatory, quantity over quality, offensive over defensive, land, traditional economy, and communalism. Alrighty. This is pretty awesome. So everything, control increases, privileges decrease, law, so reforms, societal values are affected, goes into the crown power, which improves trade, cabinet, and parliament supports here. And how we all leverage our crown. Let's go to the diplomacy here. It talks about our friends and whatnot. We got 2 subjects. We can create 11 subjects. Custom subjects. Look at that. Holy crap, I crashed the game. Alright. I'm going to send the crash report. Well, give me a second. We need to relaunch the game now. So... as soon as the Paradox crash reporter finishes, unless I have to crash that. Alrighty. Your crash report was sent successfully. Thank you for taking time to help us fix this error. No problem, champs. Alrighty. We already got some Steam trading cards. Let me boot this game back up. So yeah, it'll take a moment. I don't know if it saved our game. Load. Nope, because that was my little test one. So we're gonna go in here, play the recommended country, back to Nepal's. Do not start the learning walkthrough because you've already done all that. couple minutes here, but we'll go through and just look at the agenda here, read this off before we get kicked off once again. Alrighty. Um, we'll close this real quick. I believe our first thing here is our policy mission tree. So start the political walkthrough here. I believe this is where we left off. I'm going to try to run through it here. Hopefully we don't get another crash. And like I said earlier, you know, if you skipped ahead a little bit, I've already gone through this section here. Just wanted to catch up on the tutorial from before the crash. So thanks for sticking, you know, with me here on this one. Diplomacy is where we left off. Okay. So it tells about our current relations here. We have the two subjects. We have the Archaea and the Albania. So these two subjects here. Fairly loyal. Known countries. So the Duchy of Upper Moravia, the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt, the Kingdom of France, Byzantine Empire, the Trapezuntine Empire. So this also, I imagine, tells us, yeah, they're great powers here. With great power comes even greater responsibility. We are number 21. We're a normal power. In the subtab, we can say the countries you have discovered. By default, we filter as you can only countries within your diplomatic range. Nice. And it's also a good place to view your great power score. Open the Organizations tab. Organizations, international organizations. Among them are the Holy Roman Empire, the Catholic Church, or personal unions. Which actions are available to you within the international organization you're part of depends on the organization itself, as well as special status you may hold within them. So Catholic Church here. You remember this? 492 members. 312 members of the Holy Roman Empire. So let's go check them out. Pope Benedictus the 12th of Frontier. He's making that money, let me tell you what. Papal bulls. He excommunicates some people. The saints. Holy sites. All the members. Goodness. Back to the Holy Roman Empire here. Ludwig the Fourth von Wittelsbach has to join them. We can vote for the next Holy Roman Empire, or Holy Roman Emperor. Alrighty. We have a couple different things here. The High Kingship of Ireland, Ikanen, international organizations. There's a couple of them. Open the foreign country panel by clicking a country on the map. Hello, Serbia. From here, you can see an overview of the foreign country, including the ruler, diplomacy, allies, rivals, subjects, this, that, the other. King Stefan Uros IV. He, you know, a little bit of trust in us. Doesn't really like us that much. 51, so weaker than us. He's 25. We're like his grandpa at this stage. So... Serbian Orthodox. Open the diplomatic actions by clicking the name of the country card. You can take a variety of different diplomatic actions since you get a country map. Measure preset is target for the action. There are many different diplomatic actions you can take. Alright. Click on the Improve button for the selected country. Monthly diplomats minus 0.5. So improve their opinion of us. So that'll decrease this. So we have 5 right now. Do 0.05. Okay. You are diplomat to establish an embassy in the Serbian with the goal of improving relations. Okay. We'll hit next. Open the government panel. Open the missions tab. Let's take it back to missions. Start a politics mission. A capable cabinet. We gain high era for 5 years. Hell yeah. We have a state cooperation, progress in literacy, vassal ties. So we probably want to do this one. Our cabinet is efficient as well as manned by capable individuals. Okay. Start a capable cabinet mission. Delegation of various seats. Pivotal towards the proper administration of our lands. Wrapping up. Oh! Oh my gosh, I love this. This takes, like, the mission tree of, like, Hoy, you know, I guess the focus trees, and, like, makes it very simplified of, like, hey, like, this is only for this section here instead of, like, everything. So we're going to create a cabinet. We need the head of the cabinet, enact a government reform, meritocratic approach, increase our efficiency, royal authority, and high eras of Nepal. So we need to get at least 2 cabinet members here. And I imagine this would just take me directly to the panel. So we have our 2 seats here. Let's go give some seats to... I mean, you're like 70, you're 72, so you're really good here. Neapolitan nobility estate. Head of the dynasty Beltrano. Head of the dynasty. Living members 11, 17. Or courtier. I want to go with this guy. Okay. Oh. Nope. Shoot. No, go back. Cabinet. You. Congratulations. You got a cabinet seat. So that helps out our administrative. Our diplomacy is pretty good. But we need someone for military. Who's good in the military? You're fairly young and good at this. Nicolo Assaciali, our courtier. You're the guy. It's your time. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. There we go. Alrighty. Capable cabinet. At least 2 cabinet actions. So now we need to go over here. No cabinet actions assigned. Develop province, change societal values, encourage migration, expel people, foster new culture. So you are all about administrative. So we probably want to do some administrative things. Honestly, developing's pretty good. Encourage migration probably isn't too bad. Foster a new culture. Renew primary culture. Increase province control. I think let's develop our provinces with this guy. Are you just gonna... Let's see. You're gonna tell me which one to go and control. So... Who's got... Maybe let's do this one. Okay. Now, you're a military guy. You can start expelling people. Convert province, stabilize the country. Stability could be better. So let's stabilize the country with this guy. So we do have this completed. I love clicking on that little button. This is already done here, the meritocratic approach. There we go. We need to do the head of the cabinet. Any cabinet member has is head of the cabinet. Go to the government cabinet. Click on head of the cabinet button next to the cabinet member's name. So we can go and assign someone as the head of the cabinet. Are you down here? Promote to head of the cabinet. You're probably going to be the guy, honestly. Beltrano. I mean, you're a courtier. But I got trust in this guy. We lose 5 legitimacy. Lose 5 legitimacy. Okay. We gain nobility, head of the cabinet, where they leave the cabinet. Okay. Increase cabinet efficiency. Bada bing, bada boom. Enact a government reform. So the government estates. Let's go get a reform going. We have another one. Oh shoot. I think... Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, there we go. I thought for a second the stream share messed up. Let me check the audio. Okay, there we go. Yep, perfect. Okay. Let's take it off here. We have a institute of reform. So how's food looking around here? Food production modifier. Prestige is kind of low. The burgers are kind of eh. I like being chill with people. The diplomatic traditions. Maybe do some trade office networking. Let's do that. Okay, so we have our 2 reforms. We should achieve this task. Nice. So now we have royal authority. So we have greater or equal to 86 efficiency, currently 71. Go to economy balance, increase the cost of the court in order to increase efficiency. Pick the cabinet. Oh, we need to automate all of these things here. I think we increased the minting by a little bit. I do need to go to automations. And I think this was good here. We'll do the building spending right now. We'll do the trade stuff here also for a bit. Okay. I'm gonna save the game real quick, just to make sure no other crashes, nothing crazy happens. So we're proving the opinion here of our friends over in Serbia. Stabilizing the country, developing this place, trade office network, 2 current navies, 1 army, got some markets going. We have not started any economy or mission trees here. Can I do multiple missions at the same time? Is what I want to know. What else do we have at the top? Member leaving Union. The following members will leave the intelligent death of King Robert. Okay. Province. Kingdom of France. So we own this little area over here also. Slightly stronger than Aragon. Union integration level, union policies. All right. Lack of commander. Let's go get ourselves a commander. You're at 98. Goodness. You're the guy. And for our navy. I don't want to lead our navy. Maybe this guy. Crescencio Schiavelli. Unprofitable buildings. Buildings are unprofitable in the following markets. Okay. Go fix them up. Go do your thing. No current research. So we're in the age of tradition here, as it said. Only a couple of years until we go into then the age of Renaissance. We have feudalism, Aegon, legalism, Rome, autocracy. Okay, so this is where these things have spawned. Average literacy is at a 10. Monthly research progress 1.37. Market prices from 10% to 300%. Let's go back to advances here. So this is another thing we can do here to our research queue. We have a lot of things we can do for send a character to a Prussian crusade. We will send a character of our choice to a target country to participate in the Prussian crusade. The character will be under the control of the target country for 5 years. During the time, has a chance to increase their stats or to die. Teutonic Order. Good. I can send someone out on a crusade. Profess some trust. Invite to Gilifs. Invite artists to live and work in our country. Hell yeah. King of Portugal. Pedro. Pedro's got the same name as Capital Key, so he's coming to live with us. What do we got? Possible rivals. We can have 2 or more. Rival, Kingdom of Sicily. War enemies, 1. Do these guys because we're stronger. And these guys are balanced. There we go. Welcome to EU5. Starting advice for Naples. Develop the textile industry. Build some roads. Increase cabinet efficiency. This will be done in a bit. Royal authority. We need to increase that one. We don't have any of the other mission tree stuff. I'm going to save it real quick because I actually don't know, like I said, if it's going to delete the other stuff I've already been working on. I don't think so. I do want to check this screenings here. Let's see. So government, missions. I think... Where is it? You. No? Maybe I can't see it because I'm not playing as them. I thought I saw where there was something about the amount of like unique events or missions. Current task. Mission focus, not start anything for the economy or expansion. We'll do the economy one now. Open the economy panel. Go to our markets. Here you can see the list of markets where our country is present. Maybe sell the markets in the known world. Protection of all locations sold every month to the market stockpile. Writing them with tax basis. Conversely, all locations trying to buy the goods. So we're not really doing good on our goods balance on anything. Worst one is going to be fruit. So probably good price. Jewelry's making money, silver's making money, fine cloth. Shows the highest profit. Maximum profit level. Our RGO builder here. Okay. We're going to open the Production panel. Open the buildings tab. Like RGO, all buildings need some input goods to function, only some produce goods and therefore tax base. Other buildings have different purposes, such as providing manpower, need recruitment of regulars, improving your crown power, or increasing the control of your location. Okay. Gonna open the government, go to missions. All right. Save it again. There's just something about, I don't know if I'm trusted, if it's gonna delete that other mission. So economy wise, development of trade, traditional economy, infrastructure efforts sounds pretty good, honestly. All progress in the current mission will be lost. Okay, yeah. So we don't want to do that because we're already almost done with that one. Expansion. Let's talk a little bit about that. Open the military panel here. See an overview of the armies in the event of a war. Armies can move across the map to engage enemies. Armies occupying a location. We have our regiments with levies from the population, the estates, regulars, professional soldiers that we need to pay, and mercenaries we hired with ducats. At the start of the game, most countries are primarily relying levies from their estates to wage their wars. Talk about the manpower, as well as the mentioned regular regiments require manpower to be recruited. So they suffer casualties. Manpower comes from military buildings and employ soldiers. Okay. Now that we have covered armies and navies, we should talk more about war and casus belli. War starts when a country declares the declaration of war upon another war. Casus belli makes no easier for you coming to war. That casus belli is still very possible. Have a bigger impact on your stability in the opinion of your neighbors. Best way to attend casus belli is requesting one from Parliament. The government panel created spy networks for a foreign country, allow you to fabricate casus belli. You have cores on the land or your rivals. Fair enough. Every war is won through accumulation of war score, which can gain by winning battles, occupying locations. Yeah. Wars, two war leaders, both of which have multiple war allies. Ultimate war will end once both sides agree to a peace treaty. What war you accumulate more exhaustion is great. High enough, your armies and levies will do worse in battle, and your population start to decline. More reading. Yeah, I think we're almost at the end of the reading stage here, luckily, for all the tutorial stuff. The crash did not help, but this will give us a full look at all of our fun little tabs to click. Eventually, and especially during the Age of Discovery, many countries will start their exploration efforts. So this goes into colonization, which we're definitely far from. But when we go to colonize places, we can bring diseases around the world. So that's fun. If you own any coastal locations, you'll see a list of sea zones relevant to maritime presence. And watch out for pirates and privateers. Nice. Open the government panel. And that's it for expansion. There's only 2 of these. But I think we're good to... We're going to just let the game roll. So, we now have a claim on the throne to some people. I'm going to move it to 2 real quick. Byzantine Empire declares us the rival also. We got 2 little boats. We got Admiral Crescenzio Schiavelli with his little boat out here. Doesn't cost too much. 2 little cogs. Take over and destroy the world. Dude, we gotta discover the world. We know a little bit of Africa over here. How's the Holy Land looking? It's a looking. I mean, it is like 1337, but September, is it 29th of September this year? They increase the cabinet efficiency. Give me 1 second. Just phone call real quick. 1 second. I think I got the. Let me see if I still have the. Where is it? Have where is it? Save, quick. Pause it real quick. It will be a second. All right, gamers, I've returned. We're here. More Europa Universalis 5. If you're still here, I appreciate that. If you're jumping back in from, I'll probably cut this, on the streaming software or whatnot editor. I think that YouTube lets you have or whatever. Then you probably don't even know. There was a little side adventure real quick. But nonetheless, let's get back in here. Kingdoms of Nepal. We're going to go and just unpause this. It is April 18th, 1337. And we're on the move here for royal authority. Respect my authority. So we need this to increase for our, I believe that's our legitimacy here. So this will go up. And it looks like it is going up, which is nice, monthly change wise. So King Robert here, we got 3 kids. One died 8 years ago. One died 27 years ago. Goodness, not at the age of 9. And we got a daughter. So, and we got our wife. So this is our little group here. Adapt to local culture. What culture are we? Francian. We probably should adapt to the modern culture. We do have some unprofitable buildings, not the greatest. We do have some rebel movements here for Orthodox zealots. Currently no rebels, but the monthly rebel growth is going up a little bit. Migration, it's going up a bit. So population is rising. Not an awful thing here with Nepal. Maybe we should adapt to the local culture. People are going to lose some opinions of us. We'll lose 20 prestige. Our prestige is at 19. We need to increase our prestige. It is currently going down a little bit. Yeah. Wait. No, our prestige would go to balance. You're not. Our prestige. Why is this changing any bit here? Let's make it go 3 speed. So May 16th. I think we've already simmed about a month here. I think we paused. There we go. A new outbreak. The people of Napoli despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of smallpox currently spreading throughout the area. Neighborhoods, once bustling with activity, now echo with worry and uncertainty. Unfortunately, there's little we can do to stop the spread of the disease in our territory. Prosperity of Nepal has decreased by 30%. The vial declared their arrival. Tunis. All right. Increased cabinet efficiency is still on the run here. Rebel movements. Got to keep an eye out there. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on. Hold on. Since the library was founded by King Charles Anjou, every and given ruler to the throne of Kingdom of Nepal has devoted resources to enlarge a collection. Hosted scholars from all across the realm and abroad have been paid to translate ancient Greek and Roman texts. All right. No matter who rules, the library should never stop getting bigger. We gain 10 research progress. We lose some ducats. It's okay. We change societal values by +5 towards innovative, currently 30 towards traditionalist, and changing towards traditionalist. Okay. We lose prestige. I don't want to lose prestige personally, so let's increase that. The Gallows ensures have been fighting to dominance over Italy for multiple centuries since the investiture controversy, pitted the Pope and the Holy Roman Empire against each other. The Gallows supported the Papal authority over the peninsula, while Ghibellines are considered imperial loyalists, holding their allegiance true to the Holy Roman Empire. Spiraling beyond their initial positions, both sides now present a diversity of interests, so the different countries are no strangers to switching sides for their own benefit. Alba tells us about their actions. Alba joins the gifts. We now have claim to the throne. We have now claimed to the throne. We bring sad news. King Anjou Kuroli has died at the age of 49. Our chancellor's death. I should pause this right now. Hold on. We had a death here in our government potentially. Oh, here it is. He was our ruler's nephew and king of the Kingdom of Hungary. His late apostolic majesty fell down a set of stairs to his death. Oh my goodness. Dude, you were only 49 and we pushed you down the stairs and you died? That's a horrible way to go. His talent for finding money anywhere has made us a richer country. I am saddened to hear about your death. King Carlo is also dead. So yeah, your family and your mom's dead. You're like, you got a bunch of kids, but your bloodline is pretty dead here. Is this a game like Crusader Kings where you can like go out there and assassinate characters or something crazy? Ranger royal marriage. Yeah, no, I don't know if we can do all that. All right. So we have this whole Gilifs and Ghibellines. Lead the faction across states. Sanction the empire. Support imperial rival. Ruler in Upper Bavaria. Two different Catholics out here. Two different cultures. Situation breakdown and requirements. Open hint. Do you remember if I decide force the country and your faction with help from the force of faction? Okay, that's no worries about that. Rise of the Turks. We have a disease affecting our country. Build disease resistance buildings, right? Smallpox present in one location. Medical school. Ooh, I can't afford that. It's so damn expensive. Yeah, so we're just screwed out. You guys just have to good luck with that. 343,000 people have died from that. There's also typhus. Goodness. I can't imagine when the game gets modded, like how crazy some stuff can get. The rebel movement, inefficient minting. Our minting is only to lack access needed goods. Increase the money we get from minting. Underage heir. Our current heir is a mere child of 11, but his royal highness cannot become the ruler until he is an adult. Origin until then. Okay. Well, hey, dude. King Robert. Wait. Hold on. The heir. This is heir in the Kingdom of Hungary. Our ruler's great nephew. Why are you my heir? You shouldn't be. We got our possible diplomatic actions. We're currently our maximum capacity there. Hostile actions, covert economy, a bilocation, send gifts, prove relations, carry favors, cancel group, profess trust, offer guarantee, offer alliance. Kingdom of Croatia. They love us. We're not in union. Will not accept. Form a defensive league, improve opinions. Okay. It's like who's chill with us? Castile seems pretty cool. I kind of want to be friends with them. How about y'all? There we go. France gonna love us. 0.5 diplomat exchange, 0.25. Okay. Unpressed Casus Belli have not been pressed. Claim the throne in Croatia and Hungary. So Croatia's right here. Try to claim the throne there. Increase cabinet efficiency. We are perfectly balanced. They are significant. They're insignificant compared to us. Influence. Proposed ruler. Croatia would help them out. That'd be the war leader. Claim the throne. I don't really want to get to a war right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really in a position to be doing that war thing right now. We have the first army. The first navy. Papal state. Hungary's kind of big. Yeah, I don't want to press that. Let's just let some things go. King Robert, you want to go, like, have some kids or something? Alright, the Guelphs and the Ghibellines. While it is customary for each important family to be allied to either the Guelphs or the Ghibellines, it is not unheard of that particular opportunistic individuals switch from one side to the other and attempt to convince other states, either by force or diplomatic cunning, to stand up for their side, or maybe just one side more to game. For the Holy Roman Empire, for the side with the Pope, we will not change anything right now. Oh, they're gonna align with the Pope. Let's go with the Pope on this one. It's very neck and neck over here. So, more people want to be with the Pope, hopefully. The 100-Year War! In the year of 1337, tensions between the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of France have reached a breaking point. The long-standing disputes over the territory claimed to the French started to have erupted into hope and hostilities, marking the beginning of the 100-Year War. Both nations were preparing for a protracted conflict that would shape the destiny of Western Europe. We'll watch as the two great press further, and they will clash on the battlefield. You can either side with Kingdom of France or England. Nice. Kind of busy right now, but you know. It'll do you. Strengthen the Empire. We got going on here? Let's look at some unprofitable buildings. We are making good money. Prestige is going down. These people joining the Guelphs, we're going to 20. King Robert. Very noble, already marriage. You're already married, bro. Succession laws. Leader. Our child. Our ruler's granddaughter. Favorite son successor. Okay, here we go. Our king is growing older, and unfortunately all his male descendants have perished. Tradition dictates the leader Anjou decides our family should be our next king. But given the country to a foreigner will enrage the local nobility and may bring it into still yet King Robert spend his life to start alternative Giovanni as could also be possibly considered. But not give away nobles, Giovanni will rule. Nobility could be pissed off. King of Hungary be happier. King of Hungary get angrier. Cognitive primo. I think if I click this, it tells me, yeah, it's type of succession in which the heir is the oldest male child of the current ruler. Although females may also inherit this, not more suitable there. Great nephew. I'd rather we give it to our granddaughter, honestly. There we go. Your probably heir can have better education. Our current heirs currently follow balanced education. We can select better education. Be different. Change education. I want you to be diplomatic also. There we go. Increasing the cabinet efficiency also. Our legitimacy is going up still. Things to kind of keep in mind. We managed to achieve this task. Let's go. Senu's consort. She was our ruler's wife and consort. Oh no, our wife died. She was 53. We're still kicking at the good age of 61. Parliament, how are we looking? Looking good. Laws, religious laws, limited censorship, same religion, religious group. Marriage laws. The Basilica of Santa Chiara, one of the largest monastic complexes of the city of Napoli. The works of the Basilica of Santa Chiara started in 1310 and were finished in 1328 and built in provincial Gothic style, commissioned by King Robert the Wise, Anjou and his wife, Sanca de Barcelona. Our king should decide whether he wants to be buried there or not. From now, this will be the place of the rest of our dynasty, or build a statue devoted to the Pope. We're going to go with increased prestige, because we're kind of low at 29, so... let's continue that. Oh. Bearing sad news, King Robert the Wise has died, and he was the king of the Kingdom of Naples. His late master committed suicide. Our realm will miss him fair and impartial rulings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have a noble regency right now. The Grand Court of the Vicar, born from the merge of the Normans. It's court for civil and criminal cases. Lately, used the clashes and bear between the clergy and some members of the nobility resolved. So the clergy side with. Let's see how they look. What is our regent? Our heir is only 9 years old. Where is our society? No, estates. That's what I want to look at. Lose 5 prestige. Lose 5 prestige. Try to reach a compromise. We lose prestige. I'm doing that. Oh, we lose prestige anyways. That's who's gonna lose that. So clergy or nobility. 69%, 57%. Clergy, I'm sorry. Tons of unprofitable buildings. Is there any automations I can do? Close open buildings. On their profitability. Do that for me. Automate a lot of this economical stuff. The death of King Robert the Wise, Anjou, the kingdom and follows weeps and sorrows. Sorry. Can we get an artist here? Commoners get uppity. No, enforce our authority. Unhappy estates, the commoners are unhappy. Okay, you guys get over yourselves. Calm down. Hey, we have an artist now. Let's go. We have organized religion. Do guilds, universal Christianity. Classic scholaritarianism. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Nobility and the burghers are a little unhappy right now. Come on, guys. Come on. Nobility, what do you guys want? Late council. A city in Salinero has just faced a catastrophic blast from the ocean from a massive earthquake beneath the Tyrian Sea. A colossal wall of water crashed upon the expecting town amid the deafening roar. Buildings collapse, ships are tossed, and lives are lost. We could send money to help them out. Some places are losing populations rapidly. Goodness, is it because of the diseases, potentially? Our legitimacy is going down. We need it at 86. I need to increase my legitimacy, so we'll spend some money there. Gonna be a second to our heir is able to continue the family legacy. Integration status. Republic of Soli. Spy network. Need more spy network. Get a spy network up in there. Wayward weather currently affecting our country. There's a cyclone out there damaging stuff. How's the 100-Year War going? France is kicking butt. The Turks. Somebody's getting beat up over there. Legitimacy is going up, so that's nice at least. Alright, let's strengthen our government. This guy's gonna keep developing. We're gonna keep getting our legitimacy up, and we should be good there. Age of Traditions is still going on through 1342, so we're almost at the end of 1338 here. Nobility is still kind of pissy. They need to get over themselves. Oh, Giovanni. We can pay debt so he stays with us. You know, we'll pay off your debts. We got you, brother. We got you. All right, how's our spy network doing? It's got a strength of 5. Need to increase it more. Yes, may the people rejoice. Our stability is up. Prestige is still kind of low. Got a little bit of rebel movement at 1%. So we gotta be very careful there. Ooh, we have a couple influenza outbreaks. Oh, it shows how many of our people it's killed. Alrighty, let's see. We're at 78, so I think we need about 10 more for our capable cabinet here. Yeah, 86, so 78. We were losing money for a little bit, and the measles outbreak didn't help anything, so we are going through a tougher time. So 1341 though, we are near at the tail end of the age of traditions here. It does end next year, so we shall see what occurs there. The Turks are still rising. the Gilfs and Ghibellines. 6% for the Gilfs progress. Relations have improved. We found common ground with our papal neighbors and the fact that we share the Catholic faith. That's great. These people, though, they gotta go. They gotta go. We gotta start eating up a bunch of this land here. So, at least try out that war thing. So, they're currently in a war. Don't cast this belly just yet. Our heir to the throne is 13. So Giovanna is almost of the age where she can take control. Our regent's still out there. But our leader Giovanna does represent more of the culture of our people, luckily. Commoners are a bit unhappy. Lack of a commander. One of our commanders died. We're going to go and appoint probably this guy. He's got a ruthless ability. He'd be great as an admiral. There we go. Prestige is still pretty low. Yeah, there's not much we can really do on this one, probably. Hey, we now have guilds. Let's go. So we can do Universal Christianity, Expanded Archives, and Peasant Connections. This might help us cost of purchasing food. Make some more monies. Let's do some of that. Whoa, there's a whole dynasty tree? That is amazing. So where are you at? King Caroli. King Charles. Luigi. So you're the son. Consort. Was married to a ruler and so forth. Adolescent. So 15 or 16 is when they adult. Yeah, adult. Really child anymore. Okay. Goodness, bunch of infant deaths out here. Country's been annexed. Oh, are you serious? Is that country you're going after? Is it this one? No, a Scully. A Scully's the one over here. I was worried. I was like, man, I'm over here trying to get a Casus Belli against these people. More inefficient minting. Let's go check out the religions. So majority of this is Catholic, the Sunni. We do have a little bit of Orthodox, Tengrist, Sunni, Moksha, Romavan. Judaism. A little bit of Judaism out here. Orthodoxy. Default terrain view. Cabinet is a little inefficient, sadly. Core language is Italian. Language power is 2.51%. Should make it Latin. That'll mess up our stability, though. It is not the liturgical language, the official language the country uses for their official religion. Yeah, legislative efficiency is pretty good, though. So nothing to worry about there. Military laws, levy laws, inclusive levies. I want to do peasants because our peasants are the most amount of population that we have. What's the geopolitical looking like over here? Say nothing. It's still too early for out there exploring. Like 250. What is this? What are you telling me? Sailors. The age of Renaissance is upon us. In diplomatic, administrative, or military focus. I think we'll focus more on administrative in this age here. Papal states propose that the Catholic Church enact alias Q se pro divini. Votes can now be cast. Catholic Church payments. Am I voting for yes? Poor government policies. Our policies are making widespread discount among the nobility. I'd rather probably lose a little bit of... Our prestige is so low. I'm sorry. The nobility's gotta... You guys gotta learn. You guys gotta chill out. 49%. You're increasing anyways. Pope Gregorius over here. So what are you wanting to accomplish here? Soldiers of Christ must once again spill their blood upon the shores of the Holy Land. The spirit of the Crusades must be revived. There's currently no votes. Sure, guys, let's go. Dang, Spy Network's gone down a little bit. Casus Belli is still increasing. We got 0.40 diplomats, so kind of low on the diplomats. Legitimacy is almost there, though, so we just need to ride this one out just a little bit longer. Our power is kind of going around. I think we were at 25, we were at 21, now we're 22. So... only a little bit longer till Giovanni can join us here. In the meantime, where is our... where are we at? Gonna draw a blank here. Research queue. 97%. So we're almost there, and then we have a lot more stuff that's going to be popping up here. We now research peasant connections. We can increase our construction speed, diplomatic capacity, monthly diplomat, rogue privileges. I think we will have universal Christianity. People of Nepal despair as their families have influenza. Sorry about that one. Yeah, that's not going to be good there. What's the population looking like? So majority of the people are over here in this area. This area is just losing so much to sickness. So what's going on down here? Yeah, these people, these poor people, a lot of the population just getting sick here. Even in India, kind of dipping. So it's just there's a lot of sickness. I mean, even our population is kind of going down. So everyone's population's kind of going down a little bit. All right. Unhappy estates, road movement, diseases. Yep. Let's go take it back to our normal screen. Eventually, we shall form the two Sicilies or Italy. We own a Palamu. So we need to own you in order to get the two Sicilies. Some institution. The institution appeared in Geneva banking. Oh, okay. Sicily doesn't have a presence in Italy. Okay. We own 6 more locations over there. Okay. Genova banking. Love to see it. Sicily. We are much stronger than them. So there's someone that I may want to go and just kick their butt eventually too. But first, the Casus Belli on Ascoli. Alrighty, so Paris has professional armies. We're going to pause it real quick. We can now do this. Cardinals and Curia have come to conclusion, have an to Ilias. Nice. Okay. Now we can attack these people. I'm going to save it because I haven't saved it in a while. There we go. Alright, the save. You declare war. The Papal States. We're weaker than them in navy, but we're stronger than them in land. Papal States will not join this war. We don't have a diplomat to perform this. Okay. There we go. We've also done the task. We're a capable cabinet. High era of Nepal. We are currently equal to 39 stability, currently at 34. So we need to get more stability. Go to economy, balance, stability. Telling the cabinet to stabilize the country, increase the amount of Catholic clerics in the buildings. Okay, so there's a couple things we can do. So we can go in here, cabinet. Currently, we're strengthening the government. I think it's for the best we actually bring stability for the country. And then I was spending some monies on, where is it? Economies. Let's increase our stability there. We'll move this down. It doesn't need to be as high. There we go. So this will still be increased a bit. This will be increased even more. We need to get that stability. What is it up to? Is it 39? Yeah, 39.87. So we'll do that. And we need to start getting the troops ready to rock and roll. So can I just auto war? Is that a thing that occurs in this game also? Is just place general, remove general, create unit formations, left, right, center. That looks really cool. Bark, balance, split, scorch earth, attachments not allowed. Automations. I think I already have some stuff going for armory construction. All right. Get just one more. They're so friendly with us, but they gotta go. I'm so sorry. Now we're gonna pause it, save it again, or any craziness occurs. Here, declare war. There we go. Papal States won't come here. I'm just gonna whoop their ass. We've declared war on the Republic of Scolia. Let's hope our preparations are enough. Unraised levies. You can raise levies. Total of 31,000. Goodness. Goodness. I think I just send them there and we call it a day, right? You guys just go do your thing. He's got navies doing things, I'll tell you that. He's got a big boy navy, but that don't matter if we're going to do this mostly land battle. The Call of God, like many PS people seeking a spiritual lifestyle, courtier Guido decided to join a Catholic religious order. Hell yeah, dude, I'm all for it. You go. You do your thing. I mean, saying no would have increased our, you know, prestige potentially, but... Siege of Ascoli. 18 days left, chance of failing. Or falling, I should say. And maybe they don't even have an army, so it's just their navy's just kind of chilling out there. They're like, what the heck? They're watching us just sit there and take this place. I like the character model. It's pretty cool. Come on, guys. It's got to fall. Our war exhaustion doesn't even matter. It's a forward war. Okay, so they are losing people in their garrison, it looks like, for their fort. Gotta keep attacking this thing. How's our we're at 25, we need 38, so we still got a ways to go for our stability. Keep an eye on this real quick. All right, ability ally with a foreign power. All right, ability is 10. I'd rather Sicily doesn't care as much about us. Ability's gone down. Worry about that later. We gotta continue the siege. What's up, Ghost? Yeah. No, I'm running this right now. Is Nepal's running through here. I did the little tutorial, done a little side adventure with my neighbor, and then came back. All right, going through war here. The first one against Ascoli. It literally, yeah, just came out today. I mean, it's still very early, but I'll tell you what, like, this does feel like EU5 enhanced. There's a lot cooler shit going on with it. You can automate all the stuff that's like confusing to you, or you just don't want to mess with it. You know, if you want to do some observer mode stuff. I just jumped straight in with like the recommended scenario, and then I was gonna do Castile at first, you know, but I decided to move on over to Nepal's over here. But I'm curious about like what you know, what if anything is missing, what, you know, can be expanded upon. But it seems like they've taken aspects of each one of their Paradox games. Probably not Stellaris, maybe there's something there, but like different things, and then made them cooler here. So like kind of like focus trees with the missions going on here. A lot of like the micro managing, if you want to do that on the market level with Vicky. The characters actually having like a lot more to do on the breakdown here and the animations from like CK. So, and I mean, overall, it's just EU4 enhanced, which is what it needed to be. So, the siege needs to hurry up, guys. I know we're going at it literally with just, I think, 2 normal divisions of foot soldiers and armored horsemen, but come on. I don't want to be stuck at war forever. Our prestige is awful. We lost the Battle of Ascoli? Hold on. What the heck? I lost 100 troops. They lost... Oh, the Papal States decided to come in here. They're like, you know what? We're going to help these guys now. You guys weren't helping them before. Oh my goodness. All right. Can we raise all the levies? I don't want naval levies. Fishing boats. Ships. Armies. I want army levies. Uh, Hopefully I don't mess this all up. But now the Pope is getting in here. He said, "This is you can't bully a little dude." Let's do cultural tradition bonus there. We start fighting. We got some armies arriving here. I think we got some construction, some troops going out here. Yeah, let's go kick his ass. We got 3,000, 8,000. Creating a unit. You don't have a leader, do you? Hold on. Pause it up. Pause it up. Because I know if I don't do this, then they're going to always forget. Replace General. Capitano. Poco di Luca. You sound like a brain rot. There you go. Get in there. Help us out. Yeah, look at that. They're starting the Crusades. Heck yeah, let's go get this little area back. So you probably, I think they took it, technically. Occupy the Kingdom of Nepals. I wish there was a little automation for war. As nice as this is, I kind of want them to just kind of do their little thing. All right, the big boys over here, the city of Ascoli. What are you doing? Where are you going? Are you, maybe they're the ones that got their butt kicked. Whoa. Makes it a flat map. All right, I'm hearing you out, Ghost. Shoot, I gotta... Alright, move the mouse, started going too crazy. Alright, Siege. Let's take this fort out. Start Aerocraft World? No, man, I like playing games for fun. I like playing games for fun. Try to torture me out here. Besides, we gotta stick to it. We gotta stick to the world. The most important part. Chancellor reports joined factions of the Knight Hospitaller. Tells by their actions they have joined the Gullips. Gullips. Alright, these guys are all getting healed up. I think, are you guys taking this place back? It's just a random little occupied area out here. So, how is the war looking? 8 attackers, 3 defenders. Mansa? You're over here. Dude, get out of here. I can do some serious damage to the Pope right now. Come on. I know that sounds like a hell of a sentence. But he's honestly the one he's wanting to start this war, dude. We do have nukes. That's what makes it, yeah. Makes it more fun. Alright, let's start taking this land. We got 4,000 to 34,000. I got 20 boats. We got 15 boats. I don't really care about naval too much because, like, what are you guys gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Here, you can have some action. You probably don't get much action. Occupation of Terracina is successful. Let's go. Are y'all gonna be fighting? Look at these big old cog boats versus a little baby boat. All right, have we conquered this yet? What have we conquered? We've conquered you. Okay, so let's go over here now. We're just gonna keep conquering everything. The Pope really gonna hate messing with us. Oh dang, they're gone. All right, they're gone. We have lost the Battle of Terracina. Did our boat get his ass beat? Dude, you had one job. You had one singular job. Dude, take it. How strong is this fort? Alright, you gotta go redeem yourself. Get back over there. There's the boat running around. Get back over here, because you didn't claim that. There, you keep claiming that. Go take Rome. 35% for the siege. Still got 183 garrisoned up in there. But we just have like a whole bunch of generic levies, probably, so. Hey, you guys won the coastal battle. Good job. Alright, go take out the second navy over there. Good job, guys. Alright, that's been occupied. Let's keep moving throughout here. Become the Roman Empire. That's the plan. I want to become Italy. I want to become the Pizza Kingdom first. RGO's misemployed servers or lack employees. Is that a thing already? RGO? Yeah. Oh, the Queen! Queen Giovanna Angio is here. She's already starting war. No traits yet in the next 10, 25 years. We do need to find you someone to marry. Marry more people. Requirements not. Are you. Why can you not marry? You have a spouse already. The Crown Prince Anjou Andras is the heir to the Kingdom of Hungary, our ruler's husband. Oh! Okay. That's awesome. Good for y'all. Heir can have better education. Balanced education. The Crown Princess is ruler's younger sister. Actually, you're all balanced out, so we're gonna keep you there. Her stats aren't that great. She didn't pay attention in school. We're blessed. Bountiful harvest. Ooh, pizza. Oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ooh, pizza. What are you talking about? Our chancellor reports to bring senators. He was a cabinet member of the Kingdom of Nepal's. Oh, shoot. We gotta go back to our cabinet. Add in a new dude. Let me do this guy. Native 7%. What do we got here? Underage heir, building missing employees, unraised levies. Heir can have better education. More places occupied. 21% for the war. We haven't claimed any of the actual Ascoli area here. It's just that one little area, but let me tell you what, the Pope is getting rocked. Dude, congrats, gamer. Good job. Can you go beat up that boat? You're just gonna keep him there, like, gonna keep him hostage. More of that. Let's get these troops moving and grooving. %. I wonder if I can take any of the stuff from the Pope. I wonder if it'll let me. Leave 35%. I control a lot of this area around here. Will it make sieging easier is the question. Oh, let's go. We're going to create religious art. 21% chance of falling, finally! Now we can go and take these forts. Battlefield medic, let's go. Still trying to take that one also. Rome's probably going to be a lot harder. Oh, let's pause it. The Hungarian King of Naples. Go for the coastal towns first? Yeah. I'm kind of just like dividing and conquering, trying to overwhelm them. Black news. Choice of words. Prince Consort, Crown Prince Anjou Andres conspired with his close kin King Anjou Lajos until they bribed Pope Gregorius the 11th for asking him to crown Crown Prince Andres King of Naples, the heir to the Kingdom of Hungary, which is our character's husband. Prince. Accepting has already announced the date of the coronation. If there's any plan to refuse to be ruled by a foreigner or spies to discover that faction. So assassinate Crown Prince and Anjou before the coronation happens. What are we to do? Crown Prince, is forced to let them move forward. If everything's much, let me so. Pope, you're fighting me right now. This guy's gotta go. This guy's gotta go. So I think everyone's in consensus about that one. An unmarried queen. Hold on. We've done it. We've done the Siege of Ascoli. I think it's her spouse. Yeah, they killed him. They killed him. Let's get you a new one. Let's get you a new. Marry a noble. Arrange a royal marriage. You need to marry a local. He's like 41, 47. How about this guy? Gualtiero Chiavelli, 17. All right, look, and you're 16, all right? Compared to dating, like, married to a 40-year-old. So, he is a battlefield medic. Oh my god, he's a war hero. Yes. Food, market low, food supply, yeah. Can we call the war here, though? Sue for peace. Okay. Enforce demand. I want to seize the land. You know, the Pope joined in on this one. He's got to lose some land. Honestly, I could just go and just start going crazy. Taking land, probably. I want to take Rome. So I think we're gonna finish this war off. Actually, we're gonna finish this war off. Just to make sure we've claimed everything. And there we go. Yeah, we got to take Rome. So let's try to 100% this war, and we're gonna try to take as much land. I want to take Rome. The Pope, he got involved in something he shouldn't have, and yeah. Monthly army traditions, we're gonna need that right now. Because after we get done and finish with this, the rest of the Renaissance period, I want to spend the next, 100 some years potentially worrying about our administrative, focuses. Okay, there's that. 72%. There we go. There we go. Is there even, like I said, anything even like left in here I haven't taken? Yeah, you better watch it, you Mr. Boat. 7%. Probably good troops. Chancellor's dead. We're going to send his Felipe. Has died at the age of... Hold on. 56. He was our ruler's third cousin and courtier in the Kingdom of Naples. No. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about your loss. Let's keep moving people throughout here. All right, everybody go attack Rome. All in on Rome. That's a beautiful, beautiful little city, though. Resolution proposed. Provinces proposed the Neapolitan Union. Okay. Union integration level. Policies. We'll deal with that in a second. We need to deal with this. Hold on. Established seniority. Okay, whatever. Man, we're actually making money still. Prestige is going down, which sucks. Stability's going up. Kinda, we need to get to 39. We still need 10 more. Is there any place I'm missing? What have we not conquered? Probably Fienza. Fienza's probably the only place. He's out there just enjoying his life. He's not even anywhere near us. Tell you what, though. Scully's still got a pretty big navy. Resolutions to vote on. Champion of novel arts. People are known for their aptitude towards fine arts, particularly those that pertain to writing, etching our name and social footprint in the page of history books. He reaches such prominence to the level of Giovanni Boccaccio, whose skills in pen are fabled and move our people by thousands to these works. Is what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Increases his artistic skill, gains cultural influence. Yeah, let's do that. I really do that than some money right now. All right, 21% on the Siege of Rome. Love it. Look at that. 23rd? Come on. Queen Giovanna Angio is probably going to be ruthless. We're a ruthless queen out here. Let me tell you what. You got a long time dealing with her, probably. So... Dang, what's going on over here? Bulgaria taking over the Byzantine Empire. Goodness. Portugal's getting beat up by Castile. Possible. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Sicily, I'm telling you, man, you better watch it. You're gonna be next out of here. Who's stronger than us? I wonder who's the next one out there in the world. England loves us. France loves us. Castile loves us. Aragon loves us. Portugal. All these places, they just be loving us. Marriage Union disbanded. Serbia really loves us. Bulgaria. Check if there's anything else we should really focus on. Okay. A lot of coming of age parties. Pay off debts. Okay, lose prestige or the abilities get pissed off. Unmarried adult heir. Marry a noble. Okay, maybe none of these people. There's literally only 276 people in that fort. Like, we have so many armies. Why can't you all just... Come on, 21% chance of falling. Hey, there's a physical flood going on? Or provisional food, okay. What the heck else is going on? Yeah, losing a little bit of money. Stability's still going. We do have some diplomatic stuff. I just don't know. I don't know if there's really anything I'd want to use our diplomacy on. Guess we're pretty much just waiting for this place to fall right now. I wonder what the automation would come up with for that. Like interactions, you will pick the rivals. Guess it's better I'm just doing that. Yeah, no worries, Ghost, no worries. So, let's see, I'll probably do another. Could it be anywhere from 10 to 40 minutes on this one, and then I'll wrap it up for the stream. So far, first day impressions, especially after one crash in like the tutorial, very positive. Very positive right now with the game. All right, experience of the Baltic Crusades advanced research. Let's go. All right. Stability investment sounds pretty good. Senate possible. Let's do a Senate for increasing ties to neighbors, for a noble cabinet. Yes, let's have a noble cabinet going on here. Nobilities, crybabies. She's got to get married. Range of royal marriage. No royal marriages. Girl, I don't want to marry. You're literally 16. I don't want to marry you off to some creepy 40 or 50-year-old man. You're just gonna have to stick with it. A daughter has been born. The Queen dynasty continues. Galterio and Giovanna have brought birth to Camilla. Here, can you change their names in this? Crown Princess Camilla. Oh, have we done? It says we're at 100%. Hasn't fallen yet though. Underage, no active policies. Union Foundation. No active policies. Foundation. Union Foundation. Vote for maintain federal status, stability, investment. Vote for established seniority. Senior partner. Senior. Vote to maintain federal status. Oh, we're in the negative. We're in the hole a little bit. That's not good. It's because they're not... They just don't want to lose that Rome. You know what? Can I get Rome if I do this? They don't. They don't want to lose. They'll lose everybody else but Rome. Rome might not go. Oh, if I do this, they'll lose Rome. Okay. Can I do this too? No? Hold on. What does it say? This piece offers a forceful refusal or take scores, at least. Anything else? Talk country treaties. Talk other treaties. All right, we've done it. We have a peace offer. We're a little bit bigger now. And we got Rome. How do I disband my levies? Bigger question now. We have truce that are set to expire. Yep. Unraised army levies. Disband all levies. There we go. What tab was that under, by the way? Military. Armies. Raise levies. There we go. That's what did that. Parliament is in session. Starving. Markets. Close to being target of international. Non-integrated provinces. Resolutions to vote on. Unhappy estates, underage heir, building missing employees. let's just do that, because that'll all kind of work itself out. Hey, Pope, I know you're pissed off at us right now, but you should probably get over yourself, okay? Anybody else kind of mad at us? Want to stop crying? RGO's missing employees. Missing employees. How are, what in the world? The money. The money, money, money. What's going on? Um, we're taking out so many loans. We can balance. Let's let this all automate and balance stuff. Laws, cabinet, government, foreign state, rivals, exploitation, colony, army, fort level, money, balance, support a noble cabinet. Let's go. We have some debts we got to pay off. All right, loan for 55, remaining 81. We need to integrate provinces. I know you're developing the country, however, as great as that is, maybe province control would be better. May the people rejoice for stability. Uh, the province, endeavors. Integrate provinces. Let's do that. Non-integrated provinces. Stabilize the country. Stability is great. Let's keep that one. Some of our buildings lack employees. So you just need more people, essentially, right? All right. Paid off that loan. We're going to pay off this next one here in a second. So we do good there with the, you know, the monies. Oh, this guy. He's blind. "100 Years of War." How you doing over there? Go bring you back home. Just the non-integrated places. The city of Rome. How are you looking? Got a bunch of nobles. The Median people. Resolutions to vote on. Reorganize the Roman Curia, establishing permanent congregations of cardinals. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds fun. Pope is 72 years old. Goodness. All right, we got some research going. Maximum RGS size. Construction speed. Let's do Catholic pilgrims. I'm surprised we're only at 23 normal power. I figured it would be kind of increasing. So what's our population looking like? 2.8 mil. So last piece stuff, just a lot more people. So many over here, goodness. Need to own Milano. We need to own Florence. Or we can create Italy. We can form the two Sicilies if we have Palamu. So honestly, Sicily might be the next place to go. So we have the two Sicilies. We're almost here for the stability. So let's see how that goes. The Black Death has arrived. Well, that's not gonna be fun. I should let the game kind of automate my diplomacy, I guess. See what it does. All right, all of our loans are paid off. So now we can just continue steamrolling, making that money, keep increasing our stability. Our legitimacy is going down a bit. You're not gonna let me increase this anymore, are you? Because I put you on like fully balanced mode, didn't I? The Black Death. Procure remedies. We gain procure remedies till the end of the game. We gain pain to procure 7 stability. Some time. Well, hell yeah! What's the downside? We have declared ingredients safe against the plague. Collection. Okay, awesome. Also, we now have a capable cabinet. Let's go. The high era is here. Let's go. Politics, what do you have? Establish cooperation. Progress. I want to do more stuff in the economy, so we should probably focus on that. We gain profit dividends, developing a capable economy, infrastructure efforts. So let's do develop a capital economy. Let's do the Nepal market. Let's go check out. Where is it? Establish a trade. Go as we see fit. Commoners, you can cry. You can shove it, man. Grow the burgers. There is a greater equal to 4,800 burgers in the Aquila. Click on the burgers button on the left of the panel. Select the buildings you can build, the social class. Select the construction of burgers building. Okay, so we need more burgers. That's really all it is right now. A lot of people are kind of unhappy. They're under 50%. Curious how the integration is going here. Stability's pretty good, but integration might be better. Expel people. Let's integrate these people. The other son of the old king, King Robert the Wise, didn't have any male sons of his lineage, but he did have a son, a bastard son that was ineligible for the inheritance of Naples. He was raised as a royal bastard, trained in diplomacy and statecraft, rising as prominent members in the Napoleonic court. We can benefit from his skills. Ooh. Who will not follow in the steps, dismiss him. He can die. Goodness. Legitimacy is through the roof. We can benefit from his skills. I can do some crazy devious stuff right now and make him the heir to the throne, I guess. Crown princess. Ruling history. King Charles, Carlo, Robert the Wise. Carlo de Artois. Join the Foreign Order of Chivalry. Let's not do that. Who cares about that? We don't have any affected locations. $126,000 people have died here, mostly in the Golden Horde. So it hasn't spread throughout, Europe yet and everything. Nice. The Black Death has arrived. The bubonic plague. Plague. It hasn't killed any of our people just yet, but it's probably right there, I'm guessing. Ooh, look at that. Influenza. Diseases. A couple diseases out here. Bubonic plague. Plague of wage. Fixing. Well, we want to keep the burgers happy, so sorry, guys. Construction speed. Let's do that, because we're going to need that for our construction of our capital economy. Aquila. Where is Aquila? Where is Aquila? Aquila. Demography. Burgers. 4,600. So we still need more. Laborers, burgers. It'd be nice to have more of these. 4,600 live here. Not many clerics. Yeah, it's really... There's a bunch of peasants, so people that need more jobs. Alright. What's going on here? Disease affecting our country. Oh, then we got... No. What do we got? Let's kill 24 people. We just gotta keep an eye on it. It's far out of control. What do we got? Yet another letter from Pope Gregorius. The 11th Friar has arrived today once again, pleading Queen Giovanna to cease with the sympathy she has for the Micheli heretics. Though the previous letters have had mixed results, President could have changed heart. Nor the letters. This guy's already dead. Oh, let's get that religious influence out here. Alright, Ghost. See you later, gamer. Yeah, here in a few. Probably like 10-ish minutes to wrap up here. Move the capital. Moving to Rome would be fun. Can I not move to most of these places? Cannot afford. There are not enough books. Ah, you gotta have. Oh, wait. There are enough books. What about Rome? Not enough books. Cannot afford. It's not also. It's not a core. Okay, so we still need to core it and everything. On Rome, why don't you be a core of us? Dang, 0.42%. It's gonna take 400 years. Goodness. Let's see. I don't want to lose any gold. I also don't want to lose prestige. Alright, I guess we're losing some money today. You're all the way up there. We can worry about you later. People are probably all mad though that we conquered them. It's whatever. Let's move to 4-speed real quick while we pay off this loan. Oh boy, the murder of Anjou and Dras is still haunting us years later. Prestige and legitimacy is going to take a hit anyways. Yeah, we're not going to participate in this nonsense. This chicanery. The Puli is losing population rapidly. Goodness. We're going to keep that core region there. All right. I think that's enough here for the day, gamers. Hope you all had fun, as I did, streaming some Europa Universalis 5. We will see you all next time.